Hey guys, Jason Taylor here. I want to talk about a problem I see in our today's society, and something that's not really talked upon. The problem with financial education, basically. And the problem with financial education is it isn't taught in schools. There are families that teach and raise their children on financial success. But the problem is that unless your parents are in the top 1%, they're going to teach you how to be poor. Plain and simple. That's basically facts. It's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't care. It's that what they're teaching is what they know. And what they know is what their parents and parents knew. It's generational knowledge. It's generational knowledge. And so they don't read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, or 6 Months to Six Figures by Peter Voogd, or The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, or any other books. I mean, I've got several books here that I read on a daily basis. You can see behind me, but it's a real issue, man. And I just want people to understand, financial success and financial education is one and the same. If you don't have financial education, you're not going to have financial success. Or if you do get financial success, it's not going to last long without a little bit of financial education. That's why I wrote the book, Lead Yourself to Financial Success, because I wanted to teach other people how to thrive in an uncertain economy. 2 words I want people to take from this: assets and liabilities. If you don't know anything about financial education, if you never picked up a book about economics, I want you to understand assets and liabilities. Assets is the money you put in your pocket. Liabilities is what you take away from your pocket. The poor only have expenses, the rich have assets, and the middle class have liabilities that they think are assets. Imagine buying a car, $200,000 car or a $20,000 car, whatever you want to spend on a car, and 2 years down the road you want to sell that car. Well, it's going to depreciate, and you're not going to get the same amount that you paid for. That's a liability. It's always going to be a liability. Another thing I want to preach on before I end this video is absolute versus relative income. When I wrote the book, I had no plans on receiving income from it. Basically, I wanted the book to teach others. I didn't have a plan on making it a profit. And so now that I am making a profit from it, the proceeds from that book is going to homeless veterans, because I'm a veteran myself and I know how hard it is once you come out the military. And American Diabetes Association, that's another thing that I care about. My grandmother passed away from diabetes. But the last thing I want to talk about is absolute versus relative income. If you're making $250K and I'm only making $30K, you're 5 times richer than me, right? Well, what if I told you only work 10 hours a week and you're working 80 hours a week? That means that I make more per hour than you. That's absolute versus relative income. Next time you think you're making a whole lot, look at how many hours you're working throughout the day versus the person who has a little bit more freedom throughout the day to do what they want. That's all I can talk about today. Next video is going to be more in depth about financial success and leadership, and take yourself to the next level. I appreciate everything. Thanks, guys.